podcast. Shut up.
Good morning to you, wherever you are, because it is
Morning somewhere!
for August 6, 2026. My name is Birdie Birds, sitting right over there. She's lost so much money on Roblox. Taxi Birds, say hi to Ashley, buddy.
It's not a gambling habit, it's an investment.
Right.
Buy high, sell low. That's what I always say.
What they lose in the market? Like
The $70 billion?
the publicly traded company Roblox.
Roblox, which I gotta be honest, I've played video games the vast majority of my life. I've talked about them professionally for a long time. Roblox, I know virtually nothing about, to the point where, like, at this point, that's kind of like I have to put in effort to not know too much about Roblox.
Yeah,
I know.
we're actively like erecting barricades. Yeah.
Right. I know Teddy played a lot of Roblox, and every time I would,
Teddy did?
yeah, Teddy played some Roblox, and every time I'd look over, I'd go, "What is that?" It was just like a mess.
Teddy
Is what it looked like.
Teddy played a lot of different stuff.
He did, but I'm pretty sure some of what I would look over and see was Roblox, and I was like, "That looks like crap," but it may look like crap to me. So many people played it. It was valued around $100 billion.
Wow.
It is now lost $70 billion. So if we're doing the math here, it's still valued at $30 billion.
So I feel compelled to explain to the audience what Roblox is, because we've talked before about what is the biggest thing that you know the least about. And that'll be something different for everybody. But I think collectively, Roblox would be one of the things that's so huge that so few people know absolutely nothing about it. So I would love to explain it to the rest of our audience, but I can't explain it because it's like a sandbox game with like Lego type characters. I don't even know what it is.
But also has like user generated games within it.
Is there lore to this? Is there a storyline?
You know what? I'm gonna save us all a little brain power, and I'm gonna read the summary on Wikipedia real quick.
Thank God, I'll be enjoying my coffee right over
is
here.
an online game platform and game creation system that allows users to program and play games created by themselves or other users. So it's like it is both a game itself and also a platform where you can make a game and then other people can play the game. Now, that's actually plays in to its loss of valuation. Is Roblox, they were like, oh, we only had like 120 something million users. And we think a lot of the stalling growth is because there haven't been enough like new viral hit games. Keeping in mind, a lot of the viral hit games in Roblox are copies of other games that have come out, like Counter-Strike or Team Fortress or like whatever, right? Like people will make like a dupe in Roblox for everyone else to play.
Just user-generated content.
Right. So they're basically like, hey, guys, make more viral games that then our game can copy for free.
Get with the times, Roblox. You're supposed to blame AI for all this stuff. That's what you're supposed to do these days. But I guess they can't they can't do the usual thing because it's all user-generated content. Those are the people making the games. They don't even get to lay off all their software devs like every other gaming company in the world. Right?
You lay off your players and be like, that's it. That's it. You're done.
Players.
You're done.
We cut 50,000 players today. Yeah, good luck to you. We're tired of paying you.
Look, if they can just restructure their press releases to use that and be like, we've laid off however many million players who weren't contributing sufficiently. I don't know. The shareholders might eat that up. Dude, shareholders love a good layoff.
I don't.
It's weird.
Want to even like manifest a world where players can be laid off from a video game because they might do it. They might find a way to do it. I would be made redundant in so many games. I would be fired from like every game I play.
You go to log in and it's like, no, you like the login screen is just a picture of a cardboard box with all your achievements in it.
Everything.
And like all your gear, and it's like, take it, get out.
And then you don't even get your cosmetics. So like we're keeping those. Those were actually property of the company this whole time.
Yeah, and then security escorts you out of the game.
There's so many matches I would have in like Call of Duty or any kind of team-based deathmatch. and the game would end, I'd be like, ugh, when I see the scoreboard, and then immediately I get a notification that I have a meeting with HR, and I'd be like, oh, fuck.
Son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch. I knew it. I'm getting laid off.
Well,
from Sea of Thieves.
Look, people are gonna have to start finding creative ways to trim their spending or their users in some way. Did you see EA is now gone private again? So EA doesn't have to worry about its share price tanking by 70% or whatever, because they've just now sold to an investment firm, which is, I believe it's a Saudi Arabian owned firm, and
also one of the Trumps.
Yes.
In there as well.
Yeah. And they've just said that it was like a $55 billion deal. Imagine this. Imagine that EA just sold for only 2 Robloxes.
Only 2. Did you say they were worth $100 billion though at one point as well?
At one point, probably, yeah.
Wow,
but
God.
they just sold for $55 billion.
They're either 2 Roblox or half a Roblox,
depending on the day,
depending on the time of day.
But they also just immediately after this deal went through, they were like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna cut $700 million in operating costs."
Oh wow, what a shock that is!
So
right?
I have
Let
some
me guess.
guesses.
Executive
as to where
salaries,
that's gonna,
right? That's the first one.
CEO bonuses,
Giant buildings, real estate. I'm sure that's what they'll cut first. Jesus,
right?
man.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. When they have no staff left to cut, I guess they'll start laying off the players.
We can. It's tough that that's coming right now for me personally. Not to make this horrible thing all about me, but I was about to do my yearly indulging in EA. Do you know? There's only one EA game that I play on a regular basis.
Is that the one? Is EA? Do they manage the college football game where you don't play it, you just set the teams to play for themselves, and then you watch them like they're a normal game?
In order to prepare for college football season, so that I know all the players on Texas, I play college football so that I can learn all the players' names.
I'm not sure if that's the nerdiest thing I've ever heard or the lamest nerdy thing I've ever heard.
It's both, actually. The Venn diagram is a circle and it just overlaps with itself. Yeah, what a shame, man. What's going on? I really like approaching like the 1982 levels, 83 levels of like the drawback of the video game industry is about to get worse. It seems like it's escalating. Like
it doesn't. This doesn't feel like it's like an overnight thing, but it does feel like there's a big contraction going on.
Yeah.
You know, the prices of consoles are going up as we get closer to a new generation. There's layoffs happening absolutely everywhere. The expectations for everyone's performance are through the roof. So you either have to be a blockbuster or like a self-developed indie hit.
You familiar with the term friend slop, genre of games called friend slop?
Isn't that Roblox?
Is it? Or for some reason in my head, even though I don't know if it's classified as friend slop, when I envision it, I'm envisioning a game like, what was the game with everybody, like 50 people, and they just jumped? It was like obstacle courses.
Hold on. There's Fall Guys.
Fall Guys, that's it.
Fall Guys.
That's it.
There were a couple of games that kind of went viral in succession. Fall Guys was one of them. Among Us was one of them.
Yeah.
Those were both really big pandemic hits, right?
But I wouldn't call them slop though. Like what?
No,
I'm curious what the term friend slop means.
Once again, relying on Wikipedia. Friend slop is a subgenre of low-effort, indie-like cooperative video games that focuses on a low barrier of entry and social interaction.
Okay. So not fair to call games that were developed and beloved as slop.
Yeah, I mean, I think that slop is that's a pejorative term. Right?
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
That's something where you'd be like, that's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Like that required, like, you know, like no effort was put into this thing. Someone just like threw it together or asked an AI to throw it together, right? And then put it up on the marketplace. And it's probably stealing all your information. So while this Wikipedia entry does say that something like Among Us would count, it says that the friend slop genre is purported to have originated with the 2018 social deduction video game Among Us. I would disagree because I don't feel like Among Us feels like a nice, like a tight, solid game. It's not high budget, but it works. It works well. It does exactly what it's trying to do, and it doesn't feel like someone just threw it on the store overnight.
Right. It's not like they made a game and just left it alone and it crashed on the moon on its own, right?
Oh my God.
They guided that thing.
Yeah. So SpaceX just crashed into the moon?
So there was a rocket that delivered a satellite back in January. This is one of the Falcon 9 rockets. And the upper stage, which according to all of the metrics that are out there, weighs about 10,000 pounds. It just kept going. And the way this is being described, that's the way it's being described is that it wasn't intended to hit the moon, but that SpaceX didn't do anything to divert its course to keep it from hitting the moon.
Okay.
I want to point out while we talk about this too, because it's SpaceX, of course, and all the associated people therein, there is a need to be like, this is horrible and this is awful. It is weird they hit the moon. I also read when I was researching this that an asteroid that weighs about 10,000 pounds and travels at 5,000 miles an hour, that same magnitude of force, an asteroid hits the moon about once every 6 days.
Okay, so we don't have to worry that this 5,000 mile an hour missile is going to knock the moon off course or break it in half
or break a chunk off that lands on our planet and then
So this isn't
Starts
something that we really
movie.
need to worry about. It's just generally, if you can, try not to hit the moon.
Yeah. I also read too, there's a couple astronomical things going on. We're about to have a solar eclipse next Wednesday in Scotland.
I saw that you ordered solar eclipse glasses.
That's why I ordered them. We're going to get a 91% solar eclipse. Not a full total solar eclipse.
I hope it's sunny that day.
The biggest that's been here this century so far.
So
meaning the 2000s.
Yeah, and where we are in Scotland is going to be one of the best places to view it.
I'm really excited by that.
Yeah. So we might, I'm going to have to keep a close eye on the weather. We may end up in a situation where we have to drive to clear skies.
Yeah, that's a good point. No, that's a really good point. Also, buying solar eclipse glasses for your kids, that is like a gut check, right? Because what I did is I just bought the ones that literally had the highest reviews. I'm not buying the 5-star glasses that have 130 reviews on Amazon. No way am I buying those.
Right, not when the kids' eyes are on the line.
Yeah, that's because that's everybody who works at that company and their families. That's the 130. That's the range of nope, that is untested.
Right, the rule of you're not supposed to do that. But they're doing it.
Yeah, there was one 8,000 reviews on the ones we bought and the bestseller. So somebody would have discovered these things are bad at some point.
Right. So unless it's the entire staff and all the laid off players from Roblox.
Right. Exactly.
Then there are some legit user reviews in there.
They're kind of goss, Ashley. And then what's the other thing? Oh, there's an asteroid that is sometime in the next year or so. I think it's 2027, which I guess is a few months away at this point, even though that sounds like the future. There's an asteroid that's going to pass so close to Earth, it's going to go within the geosynchronous orbit band. So there are potentially some geosynchronous satellites that could be in danger. It's one of those headlines, though, and people were commenting about how the headlines was really inflammatory, where they're saying the massive consequences of it going within the geosynchronous orbit. And the massive consequences were that it would make it harder for astronomers to observe it because it could be blocked by some stuff. It's that doesn't seem like a massive consequence when you're talking about an asteroid passing near the Earth.
If you're an astronomer, it's a massive consequence.
Yeah, to you it is.
You want to see that thing in macro vision.
They just got us all to click on the goddamn article,
And it worked.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you say asteroid and massive consequences. We all know what we're thinking. We all know.
We all know. You got a bunker ready?
But the footage of the rocket crashing into the moon was really it's hard to use a word that means it's spectacular to see, but that you're not endorsing it in any way. I don't think we should be crashing shit in the moon.
Right, the original meaning of awesome, right, was that it inspires awe, and then the 80s got a hold of it.
Right.
And that it changed meanings in our language.
Yeah, you saw something so incredible it approached the divine, and then in the 80s it became you were surfing.
You did a great skateboarding trick.
Right. The flock of seagulls put out a new song.
Do you think the word awesome ever is remembers how great it was and is I missed that other 70 billion valuation?
I wonder too,
how low I've fallen.
How did that enter the vernacular?
You know what's weird to me? Roblox is such a weird thing. Minecraft, one of the biggest games of all time. What did that sell
I would say
for?
the biggest. I would say the biggest. I think it's fair to call Minecraft the biggest game of all time. Maybe Tetris bigger than it. I mean, it didn't spawn stuff like Mario did, but man, individually, I would say just on its own, standalone title, biggest game of all time. I would give Minecraft that title.
So, but and Minecraft sold to Microsoft for $2.5 billion, which at the time everyone was like, holy shit, that's an incredible amount of money.
I looked it up the other day, actually, because I was talking to somebody about it. Before they sold for $2.5 billion, the estimates are that Mojang made $800 million from the game in revenue before they sold it for $2.5 billion in cash, and then all hit the bricks the next day.
You know what's amazing
No
is
pun intended.
I gotta say, when they sold to Microsoft, I was like, isn't it maybe a little bit like past the peak there? Are they buying it like on the way down? Because Minecraft had already been out for so long, it had already sold so many tens of millions of copies. And that thing, it keeps going.
It just plateaued at an enormously high level, right? And then just didn't fall from there, I don't think.
Yeah, and it continues to this point. But it sold $2.5 billion. How do you have this Roblox game that even after a 70% reduction in value is worth like more than 10 times that?
Yeah, also, what would Minecraft be worth as a standalone game on the public stock market? Like, what do you think that would be worth?
Yeah, I guess Minecraft isn't built the way Roblox is, where it's, first of all, it's not relying on all the like users to build new games inside it in order to have any playability, and it's not made with like endless monetization in mind. I mean, you can spend money, like you can buy skins or like mod packs, or you can buy like a Realms subscription, those kinds of things, but it's not.
That's probably a huge moneymaker. I have read several stories, which probably indicates like the tip of the iceberg and then the massive iceberg underneath it. Like, so many people are paying like $9 a month in order to keep their kids' worlds online indefinitely, like even after the kids have left home.
Right. Like,
I've been guilty of that.
Can you transfer your world like offline out of a realm?
You can, just people don't. Like, you can move it to a local save. Yeah. At least on the PC you can.
And can you move it from a local save into realms?
Yeah, you can move a local save, like we had our village with the kids that we had. And we can move that into a realm server. At least last time I looked at it, you could do that. You could upload your world, and then it becomes a shareable world. Realms is their like cloud-based multiplayer worlds that you have. And you can have 3 different worlds. This is, once again, last time I had this, it was this way. 3 different worlds, and then you can share it with your friends and everything. They can all come and theoretically help you build your world and not like
That's
burn
right.
shit.
Helping.
Yeah. I got really scared one time because I thought we have like a family one that we've been building for years and years. And I thought Finn and his friends were playing in that world. And I was like, oh my God. That's
raise that thing to the ground.
They've also thought around those corners as well. And you can like get restore points for your world, like previous points as well.
I don't know. Sounding a lot like it's worth $9 a month.
No kidding, right? Protect your world forever. But yeah, so they would make a ton of money from that as well. But yeah, I don't think of it as being like a huge revenue driver on an ongoing basis. Not like, man, those Fortnite, they're just hammering you constantly.
Yeah,
for money.
yeah, and I feel like at this point, has everyone in the world paid the $5 to $10 that Minecraft costs?
What does it cost now? I think it's like up to like 2025.
Let me check this. What is?
Lord knows they're trying to make other games work. Like they had that weird RTS game with the whistling fairies or whatever that was, and then there was.
They've had a couple. They had Minecraft Legends and they had Minecraft Dungeons.
I think they're making Dungeons 2 right now.
I believe so.
Yeah, that was like their Diablo type game in the Minecraft aesthetic. Not bad. Just not my type of game. You know, we played the Legends. I won't say who, but our friend who works in the industry works in Microsoft. We went out to lunch with them, and Finn mentioned the fact that we had played Minecraft Legends, and he was like, "Oh, thank you for being the person who played the game." That's the RTS game.
You're the only player we haven't laid off.
It's like a fever dream, that game.
Interestingly, so standard edition of Minecraft is £30.
Yeah, it's gone up. Yeah,
but I want to say it's super cheap on like mobile.
What would that game have to cost to be like its actual value, though?
I don't know.
$200
because it's so endless,
right?
I mean, you can pay £50 for the Ultimate Collection. It comes with mine coins, whatever those are. I'm clearly out of date with my Minecraft.
Kids have been playing that game in my house for like 15 to 20 years now.
Yeah, and it's really cool. In fact, it was neat to see a sort of generational crossover where JD built Finn this like city in Minecraft as a birthday gift.
Yep, that's in our shared server.
And it's like so cool. He spent so much time and like effort like crafting this gorgeous functional city with all these vendors that sell all this good stuff.
Yeah, breeding villagers. That was also part of it as well. There was like a eugenics phase in there. We don't talk about that part.
And then he gifted this city to Finn for his birthday, and it was like this really cool moment.
Really cool. It was cool. It was really cool. And then Finn has this like little house and all those little contraptions that he builds. Now he's into redstone.
He is.
He has surpassed all of us at this point.
It's interesting how differently we can all play something like Minecraft that is open-ended, because I tend to be an explorer. I'll just like go off and search for biomes and like find stuff that I haven't found before. And Finn's coming to me and going like, why isn't this piston moving? And I'm like, kid, I got nothing. I know nothing about redstone. He's building
Actually, do not say that. Don't say that in the break room. They're going to hear that. Then
my performance metrics are really going to suffer
from Minecraft.
When he's building like roller coasters and all this crazy stuff.
Yeah,
and it's really cool to see how differently he plays it. He built a gigantic wobbly monument that's also a house.
Yeah, like you said, everybody plays it differently. Did I ever tell you about the time that I was sitting on the aisle on a airline flight, and there was a kid next to me across the aisle and one in front of me. So I had a perfect view of like him playing on his iPad for 3 hours straight. No joke. 3 hours straight. This kid on his iPad wandered around a Minecraft world on the surface, finding animals and killing them. That's what he did.
Did he like take the meat or the fur or anything?
Just next animal, running to the next chicken, running to the next pig, killing everything in sight. And that's it. Like no mobs, no monsters or anything. Just going 3 hours straight killing animals. I was like, I should say something to this kid's parents, man. This is bizarre behavior.
We're learning a lot about people in this game, and sometimes we're learning to be afraid of them.
Like you get off the plane, like after them, and like you spot a TSA agent, you're just pointing at the kid. That one, get this one, get this one.
I have someone for layoffs.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah, right. That's it. That kid needs to be reported to HR of Minecraft and potentially marked for termination.
This is gross misbehavior.
Let's give that guy a sabbatical, at the very least. Something like that. What else is going on? There's a kind of a celebrity thing going on where Perez Hilton now is in the hospital because big warning here. I would not go watch that video. Did you watch the video?
I did not. So what I heard about it, and I quite intentionally did not watch the video, is that Perez Hilton, who is like a very old school celebrity gossip blogger,
old school. It feels like he was in the 90s. He graduated from university in 2000. I was just reading.
Oh, really?
I associate him with the late 90s.
I do too. I feel like
his
for
website
me,
was super shitty if it was in the 2000s.
Perez Hilton was like the Ain't It Cool News of celebrity gossip. It was like the internetification.
Great comparison
of like celebrity gossip, where Ain't It Cool was like the internetification of movie talk, right?
Say, that was a fantastic comparison that no one can relate to. Fantastic, actually.
Thank you. And so it's like this very, very old school celebrity gossip blogger. And I haven't followed Perez Hilton in decades.
Yeah.
But that Perez Hilton went live on TikTok, had a very concerning like psychotic break, and then self-harmed, had like a suicide attempt on live TikTok.
Yeah.
Before TikTok ended this stream. So
cops showed up because of people reporting it.
Yeah, and has been taken to the hospital. That's the extent of what I know.
And now asking for privacy as well, which is interesting for someone, you have to point this out, who very rarely gave people privacy and grace, right?
Right.
But that's the thing about empathy. You know, you can't turn it on and off. Like, I feel terrible. I hope he recovers. Doesn't matter what he's done in the past in terms of like privacy for other people. That kind of in this moment doesn't matter, right?
Right.
And hope he recovers and he makes his way back. I'm not a fan of the guy, but at the same time, you hate to see somebody going through something like that.
Well, and it's like if you want to apply, if you have empathy, you have to apply it universally. Not just to the nice people, right?
Yeah, but there's also limits. You can't turn it on and off, but you do get moments where you can discover your limits. Like I just heard this story. Zelensky recently said that they are going to be stepping up their efforts in order to end the war with Russia by the winter, which is a good thing if you're in a war with Russia to end it before winter. That's always a good idea. And that's the kind of thing that could be said all the time. But I noted that, and I thought that's interesting. So I'll be looking ahead in the next few weeks to see if that does escalate. And there's been some drone attacks Russia's been stepping things up. There was one that killed a lot of people in Kiev and injured a lot of people as well. And but then there was a story of like there's a lot more assassinations, which are on the Russian side of people being assassinated, not just leaders in the military, but also military related businessmen as well. And there was a guy who was just the subject of a car bombing who is now in the hospital, quote unquote, fighting for his life. And the speculation was Ukrainian special forces that put a car bomb on his car. And he's the guy who's the head of a company that creates attack drones, right?
Okay.
So I can't turn my empathy off, but I did find some of my limits there. I was like, oh, that's interesting. I wonder what type of car it was. Like a blown up, you know?
You're right.
How do you make a living making attack drones? How do you do it? How do you do it?
Yeah, it seems. I can't wrap my head around the mind space required to make your living doing your best to harm as many people as possible.
Yeah, and just it's like making machines that go out there and harm people. Yeah, that's unbelievable that someone would spend their life doing that. But people do it all the time, and they have for centuries.
And it is a massive part of daily life.
A massive part of daily life. All right, Ashley. Well, who do we have to thank for today's podcast? We are actually on the run right now to go see the Odyssey after speaking to you about the evils of war. We're going to watch 3 hours of it straight. So who do we have to thank for supporting the podcast today?
Thank you to Troy, Joseph Butzer, and Squire Young. Thank you both for sponsoring this episode. What was that? Of our show at patreon.com/morningsomewhere and roosterteeth.com.
All right, that does it for us today. August 6, 2026. We will be back talking to you tomorrow. We hope you will be here as well.
Bye, everybody.